So today we got together a bunch of us photographers and we decided to take a trip to Kuala Lumpur to look for some of these places where we have memories that show us what it's like to be Malaysian and what we really love about this country. The idea was to compare the most popular smartphones around the market right now and sort of to find out which one was the best for photography.
First kali kita pergi Dataran Merdeka, dekat situ kita kena ambil black and white. I guna iPhone CS Plus dengan Huawei P9. Dua-dua ada perbezaan bila dah siap ambil gambar. P9 bila I terus guna dia punya monochrome option, terus boleh nampak kontras. Kalau macam iPhone, I tak suka kontras je. So selalunya I akan ambil gambar color dan I akan guna apps lain untuk turn the picture into black and white.
I think for a lot of people that they doesn't realize that actually using P9 that they can do the exposure lock. When you do exposure lock and you point to the sky or wherever, you can actually shoot a very nice skies. You can see the clouds very detailed.
As we all know, when it comes to Indian temples, we always have these beautiful deities, very colourful statues all over. There's few difference that I see, especially when it comes to iPhone. iPhone tend to get the colours right, but when it comes to P9, because of the dual lens, it produces more saturated colours.
If really shooting something is very colourful, actually you can realize that for P9, the colour is very sharp and it just bring out everything.
Salah satu challenge yang susah sikit, bokeh challenge. Sebab I guna iPhone kena ada jarak yang sesuai untuk I dapatkan efek belakang blur. I memang kena ada dekat dengan subjek I untuk dapatkan background blur.
I could adjust the aperture and fine-tune it after taking the photo. And obviously with the bokeh effect with the P9, I could have very close look to DSLR without having to carry bulky equipment around, and I found that as a plus. Compared to the usual phone that I use, which could only just do point and shoot.
My other phone is iPhone because iPhone doesn't have those kind of like bokeh kind of like features inside the phone, and of course P9 built-in has this kind of feature that you can just blur the background.
Being able to touch and focus really fast is a big advantage, but that also removes the power that you need to be able to select what you want in focus, what's not in focus. And Samsung just doesn't give me the ability to do so. I either need to put it into Photoshop and do it afterwards or something.
The challenge is to actually get a shot of him working on the roti canai. So shutter speed, lighting is very important when it comes to this.
When taking a picture of something like roti canai and what happens in a mamak, these guys move really fast. Usually when you take a phone and take a picture, it's quite blur because they're just moving all over the place.
It comes with the manual mode that you can set the shutter speed, you can set the auto kind of like ISO, blah blah blah. So that's why it can actually capture the movement of the thing. You can slow it down, you can make it fast.
iPhone memang dia punya detection finger memang cepat and precise dengan apa yang kita ambil lah. So setiap kali I tekan shutter speed tu untuk dapatkan dia punya tebar roti tu memang dapat.
Recently is also the Independence Day is coming. So actually shooting it and then if you're looking back to the pictures, it's really like quite very satisfaction for shooting at that place.
And that place resonates with every Malaysian, young and old. I mean, it reminds us of the beginning of our journey as a country.
As a Malaysian, I felt that Central Market is a place that's very, very close to my heart because it's in the middle of this huge concrete jungle, and there's this building that hasn't been demolished since it was built sometime in the 1800s. And seeing a place like that being preserved, it makes me proud to be Malaysian.
Antara tiga tempat tu, I paling suka dekat kedai mamak sebab roti canai teh tarik memang ingatkan kita dekat Malaysia.
I've been an iPhone fan for a long time. Reason why I stick to it, also the reason is because it can take photos, nice photos. But after seeing P9, I have to say if only there's a merge of P9 and iPhone together, that would be great.
Just going over all the myriad of functions was just overwhelming. I've never sort of come across a phone that could open up so many creative possibilities.
Kedua-dua phone pun ada dia punya kebaikan sendiri. Macam iPhone, bila apa yang I tengok dekat skrin sama dengan apa yang bila kita transfer ataupun bila print. P9 pula dia ada kebaikan untuk social media yang suka upload gambar sebab jadi efek yang buatkan you cepat untuk upload gambar tanpa transfer ke laptop and edit dulu.
I've tried phones across the board. I've tried phones that are 300 ringgit, I've tried phones that are 3,000 ringgit, and comparing it to what I currently use, the 2-year-old Samsung, I found out that there's so much more a phone can do today, and to have just that much power in my pocket, I want one.